Today we're going to continue to learn how to multiply numbers. My first example for today will be 123 times 305. Notice that today I have a 3-digit number multiplied by a 3-digit number. The first thing I'm going to do is my area model. I'm going to make a fairly large area model. I'm going to start with the number 123 and break that apart. I have 100, 20, and 3. Up top, I'm going to take my second number and break it apart. I have 300, 0 in the tens place, and 5 in the ones. I'm going to begin multiplying my numbers. 100 times 300 is 30,000. 20 times 300, 6,000. 3 times 300, 900. 100 times 0 is 0. 20 times 0 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 100 times 5, 500. 20 times 5, 100. 3 times 5. At this point, I have an option. I can either add up all of my numbers or I can look at my partial products. I'm going to go ahead and look at partial products, first adding up the numbers in the first column. Off to the side, I have 30,000, 6,000, 900. When I add up those numbers, I have 36,900. I'm going to go ahead and look at the digits in my second column. This one, I know that 0 plus 0 is 0 is 0, so I'm not going to go ahead and write that down. Moving along to my third column. 500, 100, 15. When I add up those numbers, $615. I'm going to take my two partial products, just like we did in the previous lesson, and add them together. 36,900, 615. $37,515 should be my answer. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my original problem and try doing standard form. I pulled up my partial products answer that I got from before just to double check my work and see if I did a good job. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 5 and 305 and multiply it by each digit, each place value in 123. Similar to an addition problem, you will see that you will need to carry digits into the next place value. So starting with our 5 times 3, I know that the answer is 15. Just like an addition problem, I only have space for one digit. This is going to be the 5 and 15, and I'm going to carry my 1 right to the next place value that I need to multiply. Up next is 5 times 2, which is 10. Don't forget about your remainder of 1. And 5 times 1, which is 5, plus that 1 that you brought over, 6. Just like we do in any multiplication problem, I need to put my 0 as a placeholder because now I know that I'm moving on to the next place value in my number, which is 0. The 0 is in the tens place. 0 times 3, 0. 0 times 2, 0. And 0 times 1, 0. Lucy decided to join us for this lesson. She is chewing on her bone right now. She is going to learn all about multiplication. Can you hear her? Yep, Lucy, good girl. Finally, we need to look at the last place value in 305, which is my 3. The 3 is in the hundreds spot, meaning that I need 2 zeros as my placeholder before I can start multiplying my number. First up is 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2, 6. And finally, 3 times 1, 3. If you add up all of your numbers, we should have the same answer as our partial product. Let's see how we do. 5, 1, 15, 7, 3. Sure enough, I notice that my answer from my area model and partial product matches my area model for my standard algorithm. Go ahead and watch this video as many times as you need. Good luck. We're going to do another example of how to multiply a 3-digit number by a 3-digit number. I'm just going to make up some random numbers. 4, 3, 2 times 1, 5, 7. This time I'm going to try my standard algorithm first. Follow along as we solve this problem. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 3, 21. Add on that extra 1. 7 times 4, 28, and 2 more, 30. I'm remembering that I need a placeholder because now I'm in my tens place. 5 times 2, 10, carry the 1. 5 times 3 is 15, and that extra 1 is 16, carry the 1. 5 times 4 is 20, plus that extra 1, 21. Be very careful as you move down to the next step. You need 2 zeros for your placeholder because we are in the hundreds place. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. As I add up all of my numbers, I get 68,824. Let's double check your work as you look at your area model and partial products. All right, my problem is 432 times 157. I'm drawing myself a large square for my area model, looking at the number 432 and breaking that apart. 400, 30, and 2. Up on top, I'm taking 157 and I'm breaking that apart. 157. Go ahead and multiply these easier numbers. 400 times 1 is a 4 with 4 zeros, which is 40,000. 30 times 100, 3,000. 2 times 100, 200. 400 times 50, careful on this one, it's a 20 because 4 times 5 is 20 with 3 zeros attached to it, 20,000. 30 times 50 is a 15 with 2 zeros attached to it, 1,500. And 2 times 50, a 10 with 1 zero attached to it, is 100. Moving along one last time. 400 times 7 is 28 with 2 zeros, 2,800. 30 times 7, 21 with a 0, 210. And 2 times 7, 14. I'm going to use these partial products and see what I get as I add up each column. This guy is first up, 40,000, 3,200. Up next, I'm even going to write this one off to the side. And last but not least, hopefully we got the same answers as each other. Make sure that you check your work. Next thing I need to do is add up all three of my partial products. I'm going to go ahead and give myself just a little bit more room as we're working. Here we go. I'm going to line up each of my partial products with one another. And add up each digit. I got 67,824. I notice my answer from my standard algorithm problem was also 67,824. This proves that my answers are both correct. Great job and congratulations. Remember, you can pause this video, rewind, go back as many times as you need to. Have an awesome day. See you next time.